How's it guys? Okay, today I'm going to be telling you about a MPV seal or wagon wheel gasket. It's basically, this is your multi-port, it fits onto your sand filter, and then you've got your little handle here that you select as we saw in the previous video. But underneath this is a thing called, is a seal called a wagon wheel seal or wagon wheel gasket or MPV seal. That depends on how you want to say it, but most tool shops only know it as a wagon wheel gasket seal. I know it as an MPV seal. Anyway, it makes no difference, it's exactly the same thing. Okay, so if you need to replace, why would you need to replace an MPV seal? Basically, if this handle starts jamming, it's usually your MPV seal. If you find that your pool is losing quite a bit of water, it could be because your seal is gone. So what's actually happening is your pool is backwashing and it's on filter. So if you look at your backwash line and your setting is set on filter and you see water coming out your backwash line, you know you're going to have to replace the seal. Also, if you notice water coming through these little slots here, you know it's the gasket as well. Now when you change a seal, you would obviously undo all of the screws here. I've just left one in place for now, just for testing purposes. But you'll see I've got one screw on this side here. So if you remove all of these screws, I hope this comes out. Of course it won't. Sorry. Just see if I can remove this. Flip it easy, but anyway. Okay, there we go. So this is basically how it would be. You'd have a little 10 nut at the bottom of these, which you would use a 10 spanner to obviously get it out. So once all the screws are undone, you're just going to remove this top and then lift up. This would come out, and then your seal would be in here. Now what the seal looks like, I'm going to show you. This is what a wagon wheel gasket seal looks like, and you'll see it fits perfectly into these screws here. So you would open up and you would have this seal here like that. Now the easiest way to tell if a gasket is gone is obviously beside the water coming through the top, beside the water running out the backwash line, is to actually pull it out. And I mean, you can see how, I mean, this thing is gone, it's so flimsy. Now with a new seal, you'll see that the quality of it is stiff. You can barely bend it, or you can bend it, but I mean like this, it's just ridiculous. But a new MPV seal, you wouldn't be able to maneuver like so easy like this. Also, if you look carefully, there's a lip here. You see, the higher the lip, the better the seal. So in this case, I mean, there's hardly any lip left here. This is worn down to, yeah, this has been pulled through the molds. But anyway, if you do happen to open this and you find that your wagon wheel seal is actually fine and that it's still stiff and you've got more than enough lip on here, then the only other thing that it can be is where these fit into, you'll see that there's also lips in here. All the way around here there's lips. Now sometimes these get broken. These little lips here, the in-between here, they get broken, and that will allow obviously water to start going over into your backwash line as well. And if that is the case, then you have to replace the whole unit, not just the top off or the seal. You would have to replace this entire unit if you notice that these are broken. And it does happen because this is plastic, it becomes brittle over time. Now the way that you put these gaskets back in is with a contact adhesive. You can use a Pratley, Patex contact adhesive, or a very good contact adhesive. Don't use super glue, don't use resin, don't use press stick. Only use a contact adhesive of that yellow glue. Why? Is because you will need to replace these seals at least once or twice a year, and you're not going to be able to get it out. So don't be a moron and go and try and use super glue. And we have had that in the instances in the past where people have used super glue and stuff like that, and we spend hours trying to get these out without breaking these plastic lips. So yeah, contact adhesive, you just basically go turn the seal upside down. The flat end is what's going to go to the bottom here, and you would just obviously smear the glue around here, put it on the spokes and so forth, and then reseat it back in exactly the way you see it. So you can see this part here fits perfect. Make sure that the seal goes all the way down once your contact adhesive's in, and you just push it down like that, and you make sure that it is flat everywhere, not sticking up somewhere. Just keep pushing it down and you'll see that your seal will fit perfectly like that. And that's how you change your seal. And that's what this seal is actually used for.